Hi guys, and welcome to MySQL connection in C# using XAMPP. Let me show you guys how this works. And right here I have my XAMPP server right there that I'm using, and I also have my database. If you click on that, you should be able to see the database. I'm now going to click on PhpMyAdmin. Right here, that's the database that I'm working with. I'm going to minimize that and minimize this. So let me show you guys how this works. I can always select anything in there and delete it, or I can search. Supposing I want to search for this 5512. There we go, and that is it right there, 5512. Supposing I decide to add new data in there, just come in here and just say the name is Tom. Bobby. Oh, that should be Tom. Okay. And we have the student ID. The name is Tom, and the surname is Bobby. It's an uppercase there. An address, and we can call it as Treehouse. Wait. Telephone number, and email. BobbyTom@gmail.com. There we go. Right click on add. There we go. And right here is the details of Tom. Okay, look at it right there. One other thing we can do is we can update. Look at Peter Parker. So let's assume we want to update the telephone number of Peter Parker. So I can just maybe select all of these and that's the new phone number of Peter, and maybe we update the email address, so we can just say that it is Parker and click on updates right here. And just for your information, look at Peter Parker there. So let's click on update and see what's going to happen. Updates. Okay, data successfully updated. Click on OK, and right there you can see Peter telephone number change and the email address has changed as well. We can delete. Let's say we want to delete Johnson. Click on delete. But before then, remember I updated this. Let's go into the database and be sure that that is updated in the database. So I'm going to just kind of like refresh that, and let's look for Peter Parker. Look at it, Peter Parker, and the database has changed as well. The telephone number has also changed. All right, so I'm going to delete something from there. Let's say we want to delete John Johnson. So come right in there, John Johnson, click on delete. There we go, John Johnson details is gone. If we go into my database again, just refresh, and we should be able to see that John Johnson details is gone. One other thing is when you click on delete, you can always wipe all of this out, but I did not. So I can always add it back. So let's click on add, and John Johnson is back on the system. There we go, guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into C# development environment, and we'll put one of these together. But then we can also print. Just click on print, and that is it right there. Okay, there's a lot of functionality in here, and for those of you who intend to go one step further, you can always improve on this. So I'm going to exit out. No, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. So let's start a new project. I'm going to right click in here and let's select Visual Studio. There we go. Give my project a name. Click on create and I'm going to give it a name. Select C Sharp. C Sharp, the template I'm using is Windows Forms Application.net. Windows Forms Application.net. That is it right there. Make sure you select the .net version. Click on next once you've selected that. There we go. Give your project a name, CS underscore connect XAMPP SQL. SQL. Okay, that will do. Alright, I'm going to save that. Click on save. There we go. My development environment is ready. I'm just going to define the size of this form now. Come right here and just define the size of the form. There, that is my form. Next, I'm going to add. Let's add one of these components. Let's look for plain. There we go. Just drag it out much. So now we change the back color of that very plain to cadet blue. Let's go to back color right here. Cadet blue. There we go. And copy it. Hold on to Control, click and drag. We have two. Okay, so let's move it up a little bit and just break it that much. And just drag this all the way down. I'm going to copy this again. Click and drag and bring this right down. We'll do that. Take it up a little bit and bring it right down. That's good. I'm going to copy it again one more time. So let's copy. Let me bring this here. I need something up there. I'll copy this. Hold on to the control, click and drag. And this one that I have in there, I'm going to change the color to control. There. Now, we need one more. Copy, bring it right up here. There we go. And copy that one more time. You don't have to go through all of this. But if you want to, the choice is yours. Control. And let's copy this again. Bring it in here. And take it right down. Copy this. Take it right up here. There we go. Now it's taking shape. Okay, so let's add some components on board now. So here, go to Toolbox. I need some buttons here. And this button, I will make the font about 28. Bold, 28. And hold on to the control, click and drag. We have 4. And I think maybe I should add one more. Let's come right here, click drag, click and drag there. Now I'm going to add one more, click and drag. That's going to be up here. Now I need a text box. come right down here, grab all of the text box. That's going to be for my search engine. Let's click on this and multi-line. Okay, I need more text box. One here. And the size of that text box, I'm going to make it 20, maybe 22. There we go. And just copy this across. Copy. And one more. 6 of those. Okay, these buttons, I think I'm going to need one more. So I'm just going to make it about 6 there as well. Yeah, copy, bring it down. Okay, so let's add labels. Right here, I have one label there, in this here, and these 2 labels. This very one here. Let's change the font size. Make that 28, 22, 22 bold. I think 28 might do. 28. And change the font of that to maybe students. Let's say student ID. It's good. So let's copy it. Hold on to the control, click and drag. And there we go. Now up here, let's change this to something much more readable. So I'm going to call that MySQL connection in C#. And change the font size to something much more readable. Maybe 40, and let's see how that's going to look like. That looks a bit too small. And I'm going to change the font to that blue as well. Let's make it about 48 and see. Okay, change the font. Change its color to cadet blue. There we go, guys. Now it's taking shape. Alright, so this is going to be known as so I'll call that btn search, and the text content on it is search. Okay, I suppose you guys get that. This is going to be add new, so we can call that btn add new. That, so the text should just be add new, and the variable name is btn add new. Okay, so I will now speed that up. This is going to be btn update. So let's speed it. There we go. Okay, that is how it's looking now. Move this up because I want to add a data grid view. Let's come here, there we go, grab all of that and just drag it that much. There we go. Okay, we have a data grid view on board now. That is how it's looking. If I run it, let's click on run. As you can see, it's kind of like cropped here, so I'm going to just put together a line of code. So let's double click on this, and I'm going to go into initialize here. So let's say this. dot size, that will be equals as follows. So I'm going to accept that. So I'm going to call that about 1250 by 750. Close that. Okay, one other thing, maybe let's say this dot start position. Yeah, I'm just going to get it centered here as well. That's good. And while I'm up here, I might as well declare some variable that I intend to use. I'm going to be needing bitmap. So let's say bitmap. And this bitmap, I'm just going to call it bitmap as well. Okay, that's the object I intend to use. Then I'm going to save, run. You see that, guys? That's how it's looking now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call this the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.